Gakonga, your coach and the pioneer of Vision Total Football Kenya. Habari zenu wa Kenya wenzangu. Now the dust has settled. Perhaps we can get a close analysis into the Bet King Kenya Premier League sponsorship deal. And I want to start by telling you this. Safaricom sponsorship for Chapa Ndimba tournament could worth more money than Kenyan Premier League in just few years' time. And this is where I want to start you. Again, let me say this. Chapa Ndimba tournament that we know today, the sponsorship deal is 100 million Kenya shilling per year. Now, Super League, FKF Super League sponsorship deal is 30 million Kenya shillings per year. That means Chapa Ndimba tournament, sponsorship is 70 million Kenya shillings more per year in comparison to Super League sponsorship deal. Let's go. Kenyan Premier League deal that FKF has just signed a few days ago for 240 million Kenya shilling is only 140 million Kenya shilling more than the school tournament Chapa Ndimba. Why is this? That the school tournament can be 100 million Kenya shilling per year, while the Kenya Premier League is 240 million Kenya shilling per year by the 2024. So, Kenyan Premier League, the topmost league in Kenya, the league that is equivalent to English Premier League, and this is the sponsorship deal that is only 140 million more than a school tournament. Where are we heading, Wakenya wenzangu? There is no money in our Kenyan football. Players are suffering as a result of this lack of economic value in our professional football. Like I just said, that Super League, the deal for Chapa Ndimba surpasses Super League by 70 million Kenya shilling. And now look where we are with our Kenyan Premier League deal. We got to a point where Kenyan players want to go to play in Zambia, and Zambia is 4 times poorer than Kenya. The economy of Zambia is 4 times poorer than Kenya. And look what is happening to our Kenyan Premier League. Sponsorship that we are getting, are valueless, because sponsors come and look at our football and they cannot see any value, they cannot see anything to sponsor. That's why we keep getting betting companies that don't care about their reputation, and they just throw little money there and we think it's a lot of money. Kenyan Premier League has been going for so long. It should be talking about billions of Kenyan shilling. Not this 1.2 billion for 5 years. This is a joke, and a joke too far. But because the league has had no money for a very long time, we keep thinking this is something. There is money to be made in football, and we must realize that we need to grow our football very, very quickly. We need to add value into our football very, very quickly. Clubs need to grow. Clubs need to add themselves value as quickly as possible, because where we are heading isn't a joke. Now, this Chapa Ndimba tournament, in 2012, Safaricom had a tournament called Sakata Ball, which was per year, the sponsorship deal was 60 million Kenya shilling, and it was stopped in 2012. But Safaricom introduced a similar tournament, which is now called Chapa Ndimba, 4 years later in 2016, and the deal grew from 60 million to 100 million. That means that each year the deal has Chapa Ndimba tournament deal has been growing by 10 million per year. So that is more money than the growth for Kenyan Premier League deal. Now, Kenyan Premier League deal, their first sponsorship deal was in 2012 by Kenya Breweries, and the deal was for 170 million Kenya shilling. That is 2012. So if you think about it, from 2012 to 2020 to 2020 now. It is 8 years later. And look the deal that has come through for via BetKing. You can see our football is not growing. I was expecting the deal to be for many billions, not about millions at this point. Therefore, for me, we need to do a lot. We need to grow our Premier League so that when we get a deal, it becomes a big deal. This idea of a school tournament being so close to Kenyan Premier League and being more than our Super League, which is basically equivalent to the English championship. That level of football is supposed to be high. The deal is supposed to be high. The reason why our football is not growing, that is where we need to concentrate on. Why is our football still keep looking the same? It look like amateur. We know very well Kenyan Premier League and the National Super League. These both leagues are amateur, even though they have been given the name professional football. We know very well they are run like amateur. Their value is amateur league. This kind of money, it is money that for now, yes, KPL has no choice. But KPL must now do what it needs to do so that it can grow. That is reinventing itself. And under reinventing itself, there are so many things that need to change. Now, I can confirm to you this, that FKF is not the one that is going to grow Kenyan Premier League. Kenyan Premier League is going to die more and more under FKF because FKF has more trouble than KPL. Yes, KPL has had troubles. Yes, KPL has not been growing. But being now in FKF bedroom is not the solution. Kwa hivyo Wakenya wenzangu, keep waiting for the football revolution that is imminent. It is going to happen. Yeah, it is just a matter of time. We know it is going to happen. And it is going to happen because it is the only way forward. There is no any other way. Wars within FKF, wars within our Kenyan football, self-interest within our Kenyan football is killing our football. Lack of value, lack of money, abuse by sponsors. These things must end. And the best way for them to end altogether, we must have a football revolution so that we can wrap all the mess in our Kenyan football. We can throw them out there in the desert and burn them, and we can plant a new seedling that is called Kenyan football. That is going to be football that has economy, football that cares about grassroots football development, football that is going to help our economy, football that is going to take care of our former players, current players. Yeah, all of that is going to be sorted via a revolution. Revolution must come first, and then solutions can start to be implemented. That is the only way forward for our Kenyan football. Now, I want to say something else. Mombasa today. Mombasa registered a FKF branch. A group of stakeholders in Mombasa registered a FKF branch in Mombasa with the sports registrar. And they said that they want to register the branch because FKF branch in Mombasa has never been registered as it is required by Sports Act 2013. Now, FKF has come forward and said that they don't want to associate with that new branch that was registered because they don't know it, and they only know the earlier or the normal FKF branch that is based in Mombasa. So what FKF has done is now written to FIFA to tell them about a branch being opened in Mombasa. And I keep saying here, time and time again, that it has come to a point that even when FKF officials want to go to the toilet, they must ask FIFA. They must write to FIFA. This tells you that our Kenyan football lacks leadership, and we are being taken in circles going to nowhere. And I said this last year about football elections in Kenya. I said they are going to resort to nothing. It did happen. I said this about the takeover of KPL. It was a bad thing. It did happen. I did say about the cancellation of league in the country without proper consultation. All this mess and court cases mounting. We are heading nowhere. We are in more mess now than we were last year. The mess is getting bigger and bigger. Now, I know many counties are going to register to go this way and register their branches, and FKF will continue to have more and more wars. Why do you think this is happening? It is very simple. Because many places feel isolated, many counties feel neglected, individuals feel neglected and not included. They feel excluded and locked out. This is why these wars are happening, and it is as a result of self-interest within the federation. It is not taking care of Kenyan football. The federation is not interested with the people of Kenya and the Kenyan football. It is more about self-interest and individuals and Team Blue winning the election in regard to Kenyan football. We need to say no. We need to say the only way for Kenya to go forward is to have people-centered football where anyone can make it, players can make it, sponsors can come in, money can be made. If you want to start a football academy, it should be a very simple matter. If you want to become a coach, it should be a very simple matter. If you want to become a referee, simple matter. If you want to become a football scout, a football agent, it should be very simple matter in Kenya. But again, like I keep saying, so many problems, so many rot that cannot be sorted unless we want to take 100 years sorting each individual thing at a time, each single thing at a time. We cannot do that. We want a revolution to sweep up completely, and then we can have a new fresh start. And I'm telling you, important sponsors will come. Sponsors who respect themselves will come. They will come and put money in that Kenyan football. The only thing they want to see is to see hope, is to see vision, and to be reassured about the future. This idea of KPL being run by FKF is a bad thing. FKF is getting involved in too many things in the country, putting its hand in every cookie jar. Like I keep saying, Kenyan football has become a hawking kiosk, just one kiosk which is like the center of everything, and this is killing our football. We need to think about our Kenyan football where it benefits 50 million Kenyans and where our football can cater for all those who want to play football. Think about Lamu, think about Tana River, think about Samburu. I talked about it even last year, how they were excluded from FKF. Today, there are thousands of clubs that have not had a chance to participate in FKF elections. All these discriminations, these people who are disgruntled out there, they are the ones who are now seeing that the way forward must be through a football revolution. And I keep saying, it is something, we are not interested in those elections. We know the only way forward is a football revolution, and that is going to do exactly what Kenyan football needs. So number one, a total football revolution. Number two, we can start to talk about solutions. And I can promise you, in regard to solutions, we have them all. Just be confident, we have the solutions. But those solutions cannot be implemented by FKF. Those solutions cannot be mixed with the mess and the problem and the rot. That rot must be washed away by a tsunami that will come in the form of a total football revolution. I want to say to you, have a good day or a good night whenever you watch this video. It might be nighttime in your end. For me, I can tell you, I'm filming this video late at night. It is about 13 minutes past 12 o'clock midnight in London. I leave you in peace. I'm gone. Have a good day or a good night, whichever one is for you. I leave you in peace. I'm gone.